About a minute away from the start of the second half here from Comstock High, and the Colts with a 3-1 lead on the Rangers of Cassopolis. Jordan Slocum and Jared Stansbury with you. Appreciate you joining us on the Slocum Sports Network. Comstock starting off with a 3-0 lead. 5 minutes and change in. Evan Veenheis got the first goal for the Colts. He would get the second goal for the Colts after 10 minutes, and he'd get the third goal for the Colts after about 14 minutes. Cassopolis able to get on the board, though, with about 14 minutes remaining on a goal by Kiambu Gary, and that is our score right now at 3-1. As we run through the starters again real quick, Cassopolis at 12-4, coached by Austin Francis, 4-4-2. Their defenders are Ian Forrest, Keyshawn Works, Caleb Anderson, and Lane Francis. Midfielders Brett Williams, Buster Ward, TJ Gless Jr., and Con Ratsamy. Forwards are Joshua Canterbury and Casey May, and their goalkeeper is Jason Sapasuth. Comstock, coached by Justin Ansel at 14-2, a 4-2-3-1. Their defenders are Brandon Willis, Jesse Mortimer, Kyle Moore, and Marcus Cannon. Midfielders Eric Miller, David Thomas, Zach Talby, Seth Ansel, and Fernando Placencia. Evan Veenheis, the striker, and Logan Hicks is the goalkeeper. As Cassopolis will go right to left from our view in the second half. We're on the same side of the pitch as the benches. This field used as a football field as well. Rangers in the blue with the white numbers on the front and back and white striping on the sides, and their goalkeeper in pink and gray. Other side for the Colts, they're in the white jerseys, black shorts with the Carolina blue numbers on the front and back, and their goalkeeper Hicks in a combination of aqua blue and highlighter yellow, and the officials in the standard yellow. As we get set, they shake hands with each other. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
It's a long 10 minutes they didn't see each other for halftime.
It's a gorgeous Thursday. Partly cloudy skies, temperature around 70 degrees. So we're heading toward the final stretch of the high school soccer season, about 2.5 weeks away from district tournament play. And both of these teams, although not ranked in the coaches' polls, certainly look at the records, both these teams have a chance to do some damage in their districts. As we're back underway, Comstock begins with the ball. Thrown in along the near side as it was knocked quickly out of play. A bee flies near my notes. These bees are annoying. I mean, they're important, but they sting you, so no, go away. Ball ends up over toward the goalkeeper, Sapasuth, and he'll send it back into play for Cassopolis. Colts get it at midfield. Eric Miller ahead to Placencia. That's intercepted. Popped up in the air in the center circle. Kiambu Gary comes up with the ball. Now Gary will bring it out of the center circle. Two defenders around him. Got around both of them. Tried to chip it ahead for Gless, but that got sent away the other direction. And now Comstock gets it to midfield. Ansel goes down as he got hurt on that tackle, and he's still down, and they'll blow play dead. It was a clean defensive play, just one of those ones where you catch the ball and then you catch a bit of that right shin, and that does not feel good.
That's a painful feeling right there.
And he'll get up and try to walk it off. It's nothing severe, it's just, it hurts. And they'll probably bring Seth Ansel out for at least a little while. Starting midfielder, one of their senior captains, and the son of head coach Justin Ansel. He'll check out. And Victor Placencia will come in his place. Comstock 3, Cassopolis 1 through 42 minutes. The free kick goes all the way to the goalkeeper, Sapasuth, and he'll pick it up. Again, an interesting look. He's got bright red boots, gray on the front, pink on the shoulders and back. It's an interesting look for the goalkeeper. You can't mistake him, though. As here come the Colts, it gets deflected out to Veenheis. He brings it into the box. Veenheis right up the middle, two defenders in front of him. Got knocked down. They say it was clean. He gets back up and takes it, gives it to Thomas at the 18. Thomas tries a shot, and it's right on center and saved by Sapasuth. It's a good recovery just to still get a shot off by, or to get it back for Veenheis and set up Thomas for the shot. Cassopolis trying to get it out of their defensive third, and they're able to do so. The Colts get it back. Benny and Forrest steals it back away. Good couple of touches for him as he boots it past midfield for the Rangers. Gary tries to wrestle it away. He takes it toward the near corner. Gary into the box, coming toward the post. He got tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty kick, I think, as he got knocked down by Marcus Cannon. Gary a little bit slow to get up. Do you not like that call? Thought it was clean?
That was a good call. He did get kicked in the ankle, and rightfully so. That should be a penalty for Cassopolis.
Well, Gary's having trouble standing up, so he might not be the one who takes it. So a penalty kick.
TJ Gless taking this penalty.
And Gless will have a chance to get the Rangers back within one on the PK.
Oh, Comstock doesn't have the penalty spot painted on.
So I guess they're technically putting it at the 2-point conversion spot for football.
12 yards out.
Which is close enough, I guess. Gless has 3 goals on the year, senior midfielder. Takes it right-footed and scores to the far post. And Cassopolis is back within 1.
I take my comments back earlier about this being an early game. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, Cassopolis, when you fall down 3-0, especially in soccer, that can be disaster. But, boy, they've fought right back, and that goal comes with 36:38 on the clock in the second. The Rangers right back in it. And I think Gless's mom is in attendance because I heard someone yell, "That's my baby!" Somebody in his family, I'd assume.
I would sure hope it's someone in his family.
Well, maybe it's a girlfriend or something. You never know. I just broke Jared. 3-2 as the ball harmlessly heads back toward the Cassopolis goalkeeper. I'm Jordan Slocum. He's Jared Stansbury. Glad you're with us on this Thursday afternoon for some high school boys soccer. Certainly a big departure from the 8-0 final in favor of Comstock when these teams met a season ago. After that, Cassopolis was probably like, let's get out of the BCS. We don't want to deal with this anymore. Near midfield, near side, a foul goes against Comstock, so free kick Cassopolis. Another B?
Let this one live this time.
Shows mercy. Comstock has it in the center circle. David Thomas sends it to his right. And this one's coming near my face. Go away.
He wanted a quick tour of the press box.
Apparently. Comstock boots it all the way into the box on the other end. But again, nobody there for it except the goalkeeper, Sapasuth, the sophomore.
Say that one 10 times fast.
Right. I mentioned great fashion style, the pink, gray, and red as he punts it toward center. Picked back up by Comstock, who leads 3-2 through 5 minutes of the second half. Sensi along the far side. Lost it out of play. Couldn't get around Caleb Anderson. Thrown in. Comstock gets it back. Now Thomas centers it, and Taube, 2 defenders cut him off in the center circle. Colts get it back as they lost it briefly, and Arvizu will come up with the ball now for Cassopolis, and they just pass it back to their defensive back line. Near the arc, Canterbury gives it to Francis. He boots it toward his bench and out of play near the bench. So throw in for the Colts as they bring Alex Kish back into the match. Freshman midfielder with a lone goal on the year. Through 46 minutes, Comstock 3, Cassopolis 2. Cannon throws it in for the Colts. Get it over to Taube. Along the near side, Veenheist tries to get it into the box. He wrestles it away from a defender. Centering pass, and diving on top of it is Sapasuth, getting there right at the edge of the goal box before Eric Miller could get there and send it into the net. Good job by the sophomore keeper that time.
That wasn't Miller. Miller just came out.
Oh, well. Might have been Victor Placencia then. Might have been 9.
That was Placencia.
8 and a 9 kind of look similar sometimes. Back near midfield. 3-2 your score as it goes out at the far side. Another throw in for Comstock. Fairly even second half so far as possession and just how it's gone, as Seth Ansel is able to return to the match now. Seth comes in place of Taubey. Comstock on the edge of their attacking third. Veenhuis, he has all three of their goals, gives it to Kish. Kish passed to Thomas at the arc. Thomas has it stolen away. Good job by Buster Ward. Nice defensive play from the sophomore midfielder. Colts take it back on the edge of the attacking third, and they send it into the center circle. Boot it back forward for Ansel. Quick one-touch from him, rolls into the box. Nobody there to attack for the Colts, and picked up by the keeper. Comstock going left to right in the white, black, and the Carolina blue. Standard blue and white for Cassopolis as they turn it over trying to clear it out. So here comes Ansel. He headshots a guy, but unfortunately for him, that deflection goes the wrong way, and that allows the Rangers to get it to center. Long boot forward. Gary's going to try to outrace everybody there, and he does. He's got a breakaway. Gary shoots. Hicks makes the save, and Hicks makes another save off the rebound. Logan Hicks keeps his team ahead with two great saves.
Hard to believe he's a freshman with those types of saves.
Gary tried to beat him at the far post, and Hicks not only making the first save, but keeping his hand out as he's falling to get the rebound. That's beautiful work by the freshman. Comstock stays ahead 3-2 with 31 and a half minutes to go. Knocked out of play and a throw in for the Colts on the edge of their defensive third. Hefty kick forward from Moore finds Thomas in the center circle for Comstock. Doesn't have it, so he'll just pass it back, and we'll try to reset things. Moore to Fernando Placencia. Stolen away by Arvizu. And sent out of play by the Colts, so throw in for the Rangers. Cassopolis into the attacking third, but Moore says, oh, no, you don't. But then the other way, Ratsamy says, oh, no, you don't. Ball ends up loose. Cassopolis gets it back. Gary, about 40 yards out, toward the near side in the Comstock bench. Gary gets around Ansel. He's a good one. Gary over to the right side, passes to Ward. Still about 35 yards out. They look to the far corner, and that's intercepted by Willis. But Willis lost it out of play. But he will get the throw-in, so... Or no, excuse me, it will be a Cassopolis throw-in. Thought it was off of Willis.
Nope,
they changed.
Center changed it.
Yeah, they kept changing their mind, and it will be, in fact, a Comstock throw-in. 10 minutes into the second half, 3-2 Comstock as Cassopolis takes it off the Comstock throw-in. Over toward the far corner into the box, far side, bad angle shot, and Hicks will make the save at the post, although a shot from that angle went in for Veenhuis's first goal for Comstock back earlier in the game. So even at a bad angle, sometimes, it's still good. Not that time, though. Hicks not allowing it. Rangers take it back at center. Down goes Gary. Gets back up. Comstock couldn't completely clear it out of danger. Rangers on the edge of the attacking third. Vinny McGee finds Gary. Gary toward the 18 at the near side of the box. Gary over toward the corner. Got around one defender. Tries a centering pass and nobody there at the arc. And popped out of trouble by Fernando Placencia. Buster Ward takes it back for the Rangers. And a foul and a free kick coming for Cassopolis. That's coming about 40, 45 yards out or so, right in the center of the pitch. Can this be what the Rangers need to even this match up? Taking it is Ian Forrest.
Comstock's got to make sure they find Kiambu Gary.
Forrest keeps it on the ground right into the foot of a Colt who clears it out of trouble. That was Kish. Usually a free kick gets a little more air than that. That was a worm burner.
Another one of your golf shots?
I've had many golf shots that look like that. Over toward the far corner. And again, Comstock clearing it out of immediate danger, but Cassopolis keeping it in the attacking third. They've had possession the last few minutes. Down 3-2. Rangers trying to even this one up after starting down 3-0 midway through the first half. Colts finally get it completely out of trouble, and now Evan Veenhuis boots it all the way over to the goalkeeper on the other side, and he'll just kick it. Cassopolis sends it into the center circle. Kish takes it back for the Colts. But then the freshman whiffs, and Buster Ward makes him pay for that. So the Rangers, they charge into the attacking third along the far side. Ratsamy stops and lets the defenders run in front of him. Over toward the box far side. Comstock sends it out of play, so a throw-in coming for the Rangers. But first subs. Frisky will come in for the Rangers, and Nico Hoffman, Eric Miller, and Dino Sivley will check in for the Colts. 27 minutes remain in the second half. Comstock 3, Cassopolis 2 from Comstock High. This is the Slocum Sports Network, an affiliate of Michigan Sports Radio. Throw-in goes right back out. No, it stayed in. Now it's out. And now it's out off of Cassopolis, so Comstock will throw it in, and that should get them out of trouble here. Down the far touch line. Rangers take it back and just send it over toward their goalkeeper, who has to come out quite a way to play it.
Oh, no.
And then he turns it over, and then a long shot. They're going to try to get it in front of him, but it hung up in the air. It's still loose, and he'll dive on it right at the 18, Sapasuth. Making things maybe a bit more interesting than Coach Francis would prefer there.
That's what gives coaches the heart attack right there.
And Coach Francis is a young man. He's got a younger brother on this team that he's coaching. But that's the type of thing that can make you lose some hair and get some gray ones of the hairs you have left. Here comes Gary from mid-pitch. Too many defenders in front of him, taken back by Moore for Comstock. High school football coming up Friday here on the Slocum Sports Network. Vicksburg and Paw Paw, and then boys soccer Saturday with Portage Central and Grand Haven. 1 o'clock start for that one between the second-ranked Mustangs, PC and D1.
Got to say it for tomorrow, but let's go Redskins right here.
And he's a Paw Paw guy, so he's hoping they can spoil Vicksburg's homecoming on Friday. And that's a win Paw Paw will need, because they're kind of in danger if they don't win that one as far as getting the wins to get a playoff spot. Almost another turnover by Sapasuth near his own goal, but Cassopolis gets it back into the center circle. 25 and a half minutes to go here in the second half. 3-2 Colts. From center, they find Gary toward the arc. Gary gets around one defender. Another catches up, tries to fake him out, and they're able to knock it loose, but it will be a corner kick for Cassopolis. Even with two defenders and a goalkeeper, it's hard to stay in front of Kiambu Gary and prevent him from getting a good look. They did there, but they had to concede a corner.
Oh, I think they're going to give him a throw.
I don't know why it would be a throw. It went out along the goal line.
Oh, they're saying throw. They didn't see that.
The ball didn't roll all the way to the corner. Now they throw it in from the corner. They'll take a shot toward the near post, and a save made by Hicks on the kick by Canterbury. So no corner for the Rangers, and they remain down by 1. Cassopolis has the lone goal of the second half on a penalty kick by T.J. Gless Jr. It was 3-1 at halftime. The first 3 goals all by Comstock and all by Evan Veenhuis, and Gary has the other Ranger goal. Into the box, Comstock defensively gets it in the corner, and they'll try to clear it out, and it will hit off the shin of a Ranger for a goal kick. As Kyle Mortimer, freshman midfielder, will check in place of Sivley for Comstock. Next match for the Colts will be at Maple Valley Monday, and then at Parchment, a conference and district rival, on the road next Wednesday. For Cassopolis, they'll be at Brandywine on Monday for their next match, making the trip up to Niles, and then they'll see Howardsville Christian on Tuesday, and that's also a team, Howardsville Christian, that is in their district. 3-2 Colts. 23 and a half minutes remaining. Veenhuis around midfield with the ball for the Colts, takes it past the center line. 3 forwards with him and a couple defenders in front. Veenhuis takes it all the way toward the 18, sends it to Hoffman at the far side. Back out, tried to center for Placencia. Getting in the way of that was Ratsumi. Throw in for Comstock on the edge of their attacking third. 23 minutes remain in the contest. Thrown in, Wienhuis heads it into the box. Nobody there for his team, and Forrest will clear it out of trouble. Gless, a long chip forward toward the edge of their attacking third. Moore able to get to it first for Comstock.
Oh, no.
And then Ramsey trying to wrestle it away from him, and does. But then Moore ends up getting it back. So no harm done as Moore eventually wins the even battle. In the center circle, Gary with it for the Rangers. Gary gets around one defender. Two in front of him, one behind. Comes toward the 18 near side. Tries a long shot for the far post, and Hicks will make the diving save. Might have gone wide if he didn't grab it, but still you're going to grab it there. And Logan Hicks has made some very nice plays. Even though he's allowed 2 goals, he's done some good work here in net for the Colts. 22 minutes remain. It is 3-2. Comstock with a throw in at midfield. Of course, new to this year, regular season games, no overtime, no penalty kicks. If we're still tied after 80 minutes, the game is just a draw. Neither team has a draw on the season. Comstock at 14-2, Cassopolis at 12-4. Despite the records, neither making the coaches poll. But you look at their districts, and Cassopolis, nobody's ranked in their district at Bloomingdale. And you look at Comstock, and you've got 2 teams at the very edge of the rankings in Paw Paw and Fenville. So winnable districts, as it's back out of play again, throwing for Cassopolis. For Comstock, if they win the district, and they're hosting it, so that's an advantage. The regional semifinal, not necessarily anybody too scary, but that regional final, then you've got
That's the powerhouse regional.
Got a couple top 5 teams coming out of that end of it. As Gary takes it back for the Rangers to the attacking third, passes to the 18. Oh, he tripped on the ball. Got back up, did Brett Williams, but it denied any sort of shot try. Trouble for Cassopolis as far as districts. You win your district. Guess who's probably waiting in the regional semi? Hackett. Yeah. At the arc, Cassopolis tries a shot, doesn't go through. Gary tries to find it. A couple guys get tripped up. Out of play. And goal kick. A lot of bodies falling, but nobody able to get a shot off as we're halfway through the second. And it's 3-2. Again, coming up, high school football, 7 o'clock tomorrow, Vicksburg and Paw Paw. Vicksburg at 4-1, Paw Paw at 3-2. Trying to move up in the Wolverine Conference. A very strong league, as always, in football. And then more soccer coming up Saturday. Is off the goal kick, a foul on Cassopolis, free kick Comstock.
Handling on Cassopolis. Oh, wait.
No, they're going to send him the other way. They're calling it on Comstock. So a free kick about 45 yards out.
Canterbury's taking it.
The near numbers of the football field. So Canterbury, the left-footed strike, goes over the head of everybody and rolls toward the far corner. Comstock just kicks it out, so a throw in for the Rangers. As mentioned, Saturday, Portage Central and Grand Haven, a 1 p.m. start. 2 of the best programs in Division I, as a whistle comes off the throw in against Cassopolis. So a Comstock free kick right near their defensive far corner. Of course, you can see the full upcoming schedule at slocumsports.com. While you're at it, follow me on Twitter at Jordan Slocum, Facebook at Slocum Sports for all the latest. Be much appreciated as the free kick is sent right back out, and now a throw in for Comstock. Got men's soccer on Tuesday, Kalamazoo College and Olivet facing off. Volleyball Wednesday with Kalamazoo Central and Lakeview. And then high school football, not tomorrow, but the following Friday, the annual Portage Central Portage Northern showdown. And last regular season meeting between the two at McCamley Field. That is going to be a packed facility. And they might play again in the postseason because that happens quite a bit with those two. Portage Northern needing to get some wins, though. They're in danger. But that's next week. Here in this one, we still got 18 minutes. Comstock 3, Cassopolis 2. As the Colts finally get it past midfield, Veenhuis along the far side. One defender with him. Tries a centering pass toward the arc. Good steal away by Canterbury. Gets it toward the near side for Williams, and Williams just retreats toward his team's bench. They turn it over to Veenhuis. They're going to get it back, but in their own defensive box. It's not a guy you want to turn the ball over to. He has all 3 of Comstock's goals in this match. Colts get it back on the edge of the attacking third. Thomas at the arc. To Veenhuis near the 18. Veenhuis heads back toward the center. Passes it back out to Placencia. He chips it into the box, but nobody there, and it goes out of play at the far post for a goal kick. Comstock would love another goal for cushion, but again, they don't necessarily need it with the 3-2 advantage. All 3 of the goals coming in the first 20 minutes from Evan Veenhuis. Gary scored the first Cassopolis goal with about 15 minutes to go in the first, and the other goal coming on a penalty kick as the Colts quickly get it back to the box, but again, the feed a little bit too far in front as Veenhuis was trying to get it to Thomas. TJ Gless getting the second Cassopolis goal only a few minutes into the second off of a penalty kick. So 3-2 Colts over the Rangers. Rangers tried to pass for Gary, but he lets it go as it was ahead of him, and Cannon sends it back the other way for the Colts. In the center circle, good steal by Brett Williams, gives Cassopolis an opportunity, lets a few forwards run in front of him, tries to get it to Gary at the 18.
Oh.
Hicks will slide out and dive on it at the penalty spot area before Gary could get there.
That should have been an obstruction on Comstock.
Defender Cannon was going against Gary as well there, but no whistle either way. We're back out near midfield at the far side. 16 minutes remaining. 3-2. Comstock leads on their home field. Natural grass facility doubles up as the football field for the Colts. In fact, the JV football team will be playing later tonight at the conclusion of this one. At midfield, Colts going left to right in the white, black, and the Carolina blue. Regular blue and white for the Rangers. Hicks, the goalkeeper for Comstock, in the aqua blue and the highlighter green. Ahead to the arc comes Cassopolis, but nobody there for a shot try. Bad clear doesn't go through. Loose, and finally, Fernando Placencia clears it out. Goalkeeper on the other end, Sapasuth in the pink and gray. As they boot it into the box, Hicks mishandles it and got knocked down, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Cassopolis for colliding with Hicks. Ratsamy is the one who will be called on it, as he was just going into the box trying to get the deflection that Hicks mishandled, and you shake your head. Not a fan of that call.
Nope. I've seen that call go against the wrong team too many times.
Usually any sort of touch against the goalkeeper, a lot of times they're not going to let you do it. Goal kick is picked up by Gary, so Cassopolis back in the attacking third. Kiambu Gary tries a cross to the far corner. Ratsamy will chase it down over there. Khan gets around one defender along the goal line. Now they got back in front of him and force a corner. Will this be what the Rangers need to tie this match up with 14 minutes or so to go? They're down 3-2. Taking it at the far corner is Trenton Gless Jr. Right-footed strike toward the penalty spot. Gary tries to send it toward the net. Can't. Now the bicycle kick, and that goes wide to the near post. His initial touch just went straight up in the air, and then he couldn't keep the old flip kick on net. And Comstock can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief as they remain ahead by 1.
And that's going to be a automatic foul right there. Bicycle kick automatically incurs a dangerous play penalty.
Which is a shame because it always looks cool.
Yes.
But it is a dangerous, you don't want to land on your head or kick somebody in the head. Goal kick goes out from Hicks near center, so Cassopolis gets it back, and they've had the pressure the last few minutes pretty consistently. Nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. We'll see if they can change that. Not with a turnover like that. Lost it out of play, throw in Comstock. Colts would love an insurance goal here as Veenhuis sends it into the center circle for Kyle Moore. Moore tried to get it ahead for Thomas. It's sent back to Moore. And Gary will find it for Cassopolis. Gary past midfield. Moore knocks it loose from him, and that allows Veenhuis to take it. The near edge of the circle.
He's got a man open.
Gets it ahead to Thomas. Thomas has a breakaway. Shot from the 18. Goes wide, and Sapasuth dives on it anyway. It would have been wide at the far post because he couldn't get a full strike on it. So hard when you're running at full speed like that to necessarily plant and get, the kick you want. So crisis averted for the Rangers. 12 minutes remain. 3-2 Comstock. In the center circle, it's taken back by the Colts. Moore gets it ahead for Thomas. Will try to chase it down at the near corner. It will go out of play off of off of Thomas's foot, so a throw in for the Rangers. So they have to go track the ball down a long way. Again, we appreciate you being with us on this Thursday afternoon. It's 5:30 Eastern Time here from Comstock High on a gorgeous Thursday.
It's almost dinner time.
It is. Sent right back out of play. This time it's a goal kick instead of a throw-in. Casey May will come back in here for the Rangers. May, a freshman forward with 3 goals on the year, and Ratsamy will come out. Cassopolis, 11 minutes left to try to even this one up, down by 1. Rangers send it past midfield. Taking it back, though, was Willis for Comstock. Colts lose it near center. Frisky had it past midfield briefly. Rangers now over near their own bench. Kept in play by Canterbury, headed the other way by Cannon, and out off of Cannon's head. So throw in for the Rangers. Rangers splitting the Southwest 10 inaugural league title after falling to Hartford last night. They had beaten them earlier in the year, both going 9-1 in the league slate. Long boot ahead to Gary, couldn't quite settle it down at the arc. 2 defenders with him. And the battle won there by Zach Taube. And a throw in for Comstock in front of the bench and Coach Ansel. No, they're going to say throw in for Cassopolis.
Wow.
Interesting. They got a better view than us, but Forrest from the circle sends it toward the far corner and out of play off of Comstock. So a throw in for May. Under 10 to go here in the second half. And another throw in. So it was knocked right out of play. Rangers down by 1. Canterbury about 45 yards out. Sends it to his left for Forrest. Back to Canterbury as he heads toward the 18. Poked away from him toward the near corner. Gary able to get it back, and he'll have a throw in.
Oh, wow.
They could call that a Comstock throw in?
Yep. Somebody in the stand shouting
payback. Yeah.
Oh, Comstock. That's not good.
They commit a foul right off the throw in.
Thomas with the handball.
Yep. So now that's a free kick from about 30 yards out for Gary along the near line of the box. Can this tie it up? Everybody lining up toward the far post area. Gary puts it high in the air toward the far corner. The header toward the net didn't get much on it, so Hicks easily makes the save off of Gless. Right idea, but he didn't really get much velocity on that header, and that made it a pretty easy task there for the goalkeeper. So Comstock gets it into the center circle. 8.5 minutes to go. They're up by a goal. Taube tries to race forward. 2 defenders able to stay in front of him, though. Great steal by Thomas, keeping it in the attacking third for Comstock. Now David Thomas giving it to Veenhuis. Veenhuis into the box. 1 defender in front of him. Tries to center it for Thomas at the penalty spot. Thomas shoots. It's deflected off of a defender for a corner kick. Comstock with a chance to go up by 2 goals. They were up 3-0 at one point. 3-2 right now as we're down to our final 8 minutes. The corner from the near side will be taken by Fernando Plasencia, the junior. Honorable mention all-conference last year. Left-footed kick. Looking for Veenhuis over his head near the penalty spot area. Still in the box. Veenhuis trying to get it back. Now a shot from the 18. That doesn't go through. They get it back at the arc. That was Taube, but then he has it taken away, and finally Cassopolis gets it back to midfield. Gary past midfield, 2 forwards in front of him, and great job by Kyle Moore to clear it off of that. Taking it away from Kiambu Gary is not an easy task, and Moore, there's a reason why he was first team All-League last year. Cassopolis does get a throw in with 7 minutes to go, as they may turn up the aggression here trying to get that equalizer. Brett Williams near the center circle takes it back for the Rangers over to Canterbury. Into the attacking third, he taps it to Gary. Tried for a quick little touch back to Canterbury, but didn't go as planned, and Taube kind of foiled their plan. Cassopolis gets it back, though, on the edge of the attacking third, and then cleared out by Victor Plasencia. The Rangers send it right back. Can they tie it up? Williams to Gary near the arc, takes a long shot, and Hicks able to dive and get the save, although he couldn't control it. It's kicked out of play by the Colts. And that letting up that rebound might make him pay, because throw-in coming up here. Down to 6:10. Thrown in by Canterbury. Gets it out to Gary, who takes it about 40 yards out and sets it out to the back line. Francis tried a long shot, hits off of a defender right back into his face. 5:50 to go. Anderson over along the far touch line, about 40 yards out. Try to get it into the box and do. Moore finds it for Comstock, takes it toward the far corner. And a throw in for Comstock as May tried to keep it in for Cassopolis, but could not. 5.5 minutes to go. Is Jared adjusting his mic?
The little fuzzy fell off.
Throw in comes. All the way down the near touch line. Francis boots it high in the air over toward the parking lot. So another throw in for Comstock. 5 minutes remain. Comstock 3, Cassopolis 2. Appreciate you joining us. Jordan Slocum and Jared Stansbury with you. Slocum Sports Network, an affiliate of MichiganSportsRadio.com, as Comstock's throw-in goes to midfield down the line, but out of play, so a throw-in back for the Rangers.
That was a bad throw. They're going to get to go right back to where he was throwing in.
Oh, they say it, yeah.
He lifted his foot.
So that's bad news for the Colts. Rangers get it. Canterbury about 40 yards out in the middle. Sends it back. Forrest back to Canterbury in that same area. Put it over toward the 18. Loose. Plasencia gets it out of trouble, but then he turns it over trying to get it out to Miller. So Cassopolis reassumes the ball near midfield with 4 minutes to go. Canterbury over toward the near corner. 2 defenders with him. Whistle, foul on Comstock. So a free kick will be coming from over at the near corner area. We'll see who takes it for Cassopolis as we're down to 3:50. Kiambu Gary. They put it right at the near touch line by the football 2-yard line. Can Gary get the equalizer here? Puts it toward the far post, and it goes through clean and out of play for a goal kick. Nobody there for the header.
A little too high right there for any header.
Thomas and Hoffman back in for Comstock, as they're not going to be in a hurry here. They want to try to drain that final 3:20 and hold on for a 3-2 victory. Hicks will send the goal kick away. Bounces towards center. Try to boot it past midfield for Hoffman and sent toward the far stands, and will bounce into those stands, so someone will have to hop the fence. Comstock gets a throw in, under 3 to go. Colts trying to get their 15th win of the year. Quickly lost it out. Now Cassopolis a throw in right at the center line, far side. Francis moves it forward down to 240. About 50 yards out for Williams. Popped up in the air. Veenhuis able to steal it away. Good job by him. Veenhuis just boots it, and that's all you need to do. Drain some time. Hoffman's going to try to chase it down, and he'll get by a defender over toward the far corner, taken back by Forrest. But the key is that drained a few more precious seconds. Down to 2:15. 3-2 Comstock holding on. Cassopolis. Francis takes it past midfield. Lane Francis looking for Gary. Gary about 30 yards out, takes it toward the arc. Gary stops. He wants to get a shot. Going to try it left-footed, and Hicks makes the save. Put it right in the center of the net, and Hicks. Very solid game today by the freshman goalkeeper. As he punts it past midfield with 1:50 to go.
They've got Placencia, the younger, or no, they've got the older brother. He's man guarding
Gary
Kiambu.
rolls into the attacking third for Cassopolis, and they'll get a throw in. 90 seconds to go. Trying to tie the game. Again, there is no overtime or penalty kicks, so whoever has the lead, or if we're tied after 80, that's the final. Rangers, Canterbury takes it toward the 18. Left-footed shot goes well wide to the near post. And a goal kick coming here for the Colts as we reach our final minute here from Comstock.
1 minute remaining to play in the set.
He'll leave the goal kick for Moore. And Moore not going to be in a hurry to take this. Of course, you can get penalized for stalling if you take too long. And he just taps it forward toward the near corner for Cannon. They get it over toward the Comstock bench. Cassopolis takes it back with 40 seconds to go. Francis, pocket picked by Moore. What a job by him. Kyle Moore playing keep away near the center circle down to our final 30 seconds. And we'll have a whistle, and it's a foul on Cassopolis as Francis got his feet tangled up with Miller. Down to 15 seconds in Comstock. Free kick, they can just boot this a long way away from Cassopolis. Rangers get it back with 10 seconds to go at midfield. This is their last opportunity. Along the near touchline, Williams will race Lost It into the Comstock bench, and that will allow the Colts to run out the clock and come away with a victory. Despite a nice effort there toward the end, Cassopolis can't complete the comeback, and Comstock survives. 3-2, your final here from Comstock High. It was 3-0. The Colts looked like they had a chance to maybe rout them early on, as those first 3 goals came within the first 14 minutes of the game, and all 3 coming from Evan Veenhuis, which gives him a total of 44 goals on the season. The first came about 5 minutes in, the second 10 minutes in, and the third 14 minutes in. Cassopolis did get a goal before halftime, Kiambu Gary scoring with 14:13 remaining, and that took a 3-1 score into the break. The lone goal of the second half came on a penalty kick from T.J. Gless Jr. That was about 3.5 minutes into the second half, and Cassopolis had more chances than Comstock did in that second half, but got to give the freshman Logan Hicks a lot of credit. Kept a couple of good shots out.
Oh, tremendous saves by the freshman. Comstock's going to be really happy they have him for the next 3 years.
They've got him moving forward, too, as Colts now 15-2 on the year. They take on Maple Valley on the road on Monday for their next match, and then on Wednesday, just go up the road to face Parchment. For Cassopolis, they drop to 12-5 overall, and up next for them is a trip to Niles on Monday to take on Brandywine, and then at Howardsville Christian on Tuesday. Again, head to Slocumsports.com. You can hear more great commentary like that where I fail to speak the English language. Game recaps, previews, all of that stuff is up there as well.